It is experience bar, my dudes. Good evening, my name is Jack Stone and you are watching Experience Bar, the home of video game inspired cocktails, because even roof campers need something to stay hydrated. Today we're going to be making a drink inspired by an iconic item from Rust, the frog boot. Now this item has a kind of an interesting history because it was taken out of the game a few years back. It was part of a 4-piece hazmat suit and it got replaced by a 1-piece which didn't have the frog boot. But the developers, upon removing it, didn't realize how much of a backlash there would be from the community. People loved the frog boot. They were looking for it. They said, "Where's the frog boot? Bring back the frog boot." There are years and years and years of complaining and begging, "Help, please, bring back the frog boot." And when the game finally released as a full game, the developer, well, he relented. He put the frog boot back in, but with a catch. Only the people who had backed the game during early access were able to craft it. So if you're new to Rust, you missed out. But if you still want to enjoy the frog boot, you can just follow this recipe instead. Let's get started. So to begin with, we are going to grab our shaker full of ice. And we are going to add 1.5 ounces of tequila blanco. Feel free to use a reposado if you prefer something a little bit oakier. Don't bother using an anejo, it's not going to add that much, but I like a silver tequila for this one. We're going to follow that up with 3/4 ounce of Midori and 1/2 ounce of lime juice. And finally, 1/2 ounce of apple juice. And we are going to shake. We're going to shake that one and try and do that again so the thing actually seals. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's why that happened. It's because my rubber was loose. Giggity. Now, once you've done that properly and haven't spilled half the drink everywhere, what you're going to do is you're going to get your Collins glass filled with ice. And you're going to strain it right on in there. Now you see that that's got that lovely green colour. So at this point you could say, there you go, there's the frog boot. Lovely, it's got tequila in it, it's got that lime astringency, but we're not going to use a traditional piece of glassware for this because, you know, with a name like the frog boot, there seems to be only one thing that's appropriate. Why do I do this to myself? Cheers. Okay, so once you ignore the rubbery flavor, this is actually a kind of a fruitier take on a margarita. It's got that classic tequila and lime combination, but the apple juice and the Midori kind of rounded out to something a little bit sweeter. Now, I would recommend using traditional glassware for this. Don't force yourself to do this. I already regret it. Yeah. Instead, just use a margarita glass, and for a really authentic Rust experience, just salt the rim. Wouldn't be Rust without some salt, right? But yeah, all up, that's the frog boot. Hope you've enjoyed yourself. I know I haven't. Come back next time for more video game and geeky content. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I've been Jack Stone, this has been Experience Bar. That was the frog boot. See you next time.